Welcome back to Stooge Stream. This is the Impact recap. We're talking the episode from the 6th of October, right after Bound for Glory. I'm your host, the Stooge. Joining me as always is the Isaac Yankum to my Kane, Gbanks.
What's happening, YouTubers?
We have a big episode of Impact to talk about because, well, quite frankly, there shouldn't have been an episode of Impact according to the internet.
Yeah, this was supposed to be, it actually wasn't supposed to happen, wasn't supposed to be there.
At all.
Yeah.
So let's deal with the rumors first. The rumor is that WWE now owns TNA's tape library.
Yep.
Billy Corgan now owns TNA.
Yep. Can you explain that to the audience, what that means?
Yeah. So basically what that means is we're going to see all of TNA's back catalogue appear on the WWE network very, very shortly. We're going to see best of AJ Styles, best of Austin Aries, best of Samoa Joe, best of
Bobby Lashley,
all of
EY.
All of those, Bobby Roode, all coming really soon on DVD.
Roode, sorry, I should say.
No, Lashley as well, because they can grab all these matches.
Yeah.
And the most important news out of all of this is that Billy Corgan will be rebranding TNA due to the fact that WWE will own their tape library, meaning anything branded TNA will be owned by WWE as soon as it's aired. So there's no point being TNA Impact Wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
Also, Impact Wrestling has a stigma to it. This is a company that's been on the brink of collapse how many times now? It's got a bad stink to it from the Hogan era, from the Bischoff era, from the Vince Russo era. It's time to rebrand. It's time to be a new organization altogether. They tried that with rebranding it as just Impact Wrestling, so it wasn't TNA, because TNA is a bad name to start with.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with this. It works for me because I get to watch all of the greatest matches of AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, when Angle came to TNA in good quality on the network.
Yeah.
And I get a new product going forward.
Yeah, and we get to keep all the wrestlers that we did have in, TNA, quotation marks.
Yeah.
In this new brand.
Yeah, WWE hasn't picked up anyone's contracts. They haven't bought any of them out. They've only bought the tape library according to hapstance and rumor and so forth. So I'm happy with that.
I'm also happy, so I can't be complaining. We get to watch the greatest matches on a WWE network.
Yeah. And hopefully this is the first step to the WWE network purchasing more tape libraries or even just the rights to tape libraries and becoming a more complete wrestling network.
Yeah.
So we can watch things like, imagine if Ring of Honor, New Japan, CMLL, AAA, Lucha Underground were all on the network.
It would be be like the universal channel for wrestling.
It'd be very cool.
Yeah.
It'd be very cool. All right, now on to the show. The show. So Lashley comes out to the ring. He does a heel promo about being the best, the destroyer, so on and so on. Aaron Rex comes out and interrupts him. Mm-hmm. He talks about the grand championship being more important than your championship because it's grand.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Making sense.
Gail Kim interrupts. At this point, I kind of got excited. I'm like, can Gail Kim challenge Bobby Lashley? I would want that.
I started calling triple threat.
Yeah, I'm like,
away.
I want it.
Yeah.
But then it keeps going. Broken Matt Hardy comes out with Rebby and King Maxwell. King Maxwell got the best face pop of the night.
Probably the biggest face pop of the night. Not the best. The biggest. Yeah.
Brilliant. He had the tag team titles, but Brother Nero wasn't there because he didn't need him.
Yeah. Maxwell could have handled it.
Exactly. DJ Z came out with the X Division championship. So all the champions are in the ring.
Yeah.
Billy comes out and says every champion will be competing tonight.
He came out with someone we haven't seen in a while, Aiden O'Shea.
Aiden O'Shea.
Who seems to be his little bodyguard lackey.
Yeah. I like that. That's a perfect word. Lucky dude.
Yeah.
I kind of liked Billy Corgan's new look. He went back to Smashing Pumpkins, cool hoodie.
Thank you for listening to us, Billy. We love you.
Yeah, if you're gonna wear suits, wear black suits. Yeah. If you're gonna dress up,
you look awesome now, dude.
Yeah.
You look like a bad cut. You look like a bad guy from Die Hard.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah. I'm in. So Billy says every champ's gonna be having a match tonight, and Lashley gets to play the dating game.
Yeah. We should give some, courtesy to knock out Fiona for that call.
Yeah,
she did mention that.
Yeah, that was really while we're watching the show. So basically what that means is he's going to get the options of 3 suitors to have a title match.
Yep, literally 3 men of
Yep.
his choice.
Of his choice, he can have any man he likes,
Yep.
and they're going to woo him over the show.
Yep.
So that's cool. We're going to see that coming up soon.
Just when you thought wrestling wasn't as gay as you thought. Bah. Prove you wrong once again, naysayers.
Wrestling is accepting of everyone.
Yeah.
Now, next up, we've got a brand new 3-way tag team match.
Yeah.
That was called something, but it was a really dumb name, so I just kept ignoring it.
It was like Grand Super Champion.
Ex-Gold Champion
gold.
Super match.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently, it was like DJ Z's idea and Billy Corgan's idea.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, look, the match was good.
yeah, the match was good. Just don't call it something that horrible.
Yeah, just call it the X Division Tag Division.
Yeah.
There you go,
Yeah.
even right.
XT tag division
Yeah.
or whatever, something like that.
Done. So it was a 3-person team, 2 teams. First you had DJZ, Mandrews, and B.S.
BS.
Braxton Sutter, you are the man!
You are the absolute icon of wrestling, my man.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, and if nobody understands what we're saying, that's Allie's husband.
Yeah.
He wins. He won life.
Yeah. Literally.
We all lost.
Yeah.
So next up, he never needs a title because he won life. Next, and they were versing Trevor Lee, Job. What's his Job? Andrew Everett.
Yeah.
Andrew Everett. Job.
Andrew Job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a new guy, Marshae Rocket.
Marshae Rocket, who doesn't look like an X Divisioner, but
moves like one.
yeah, holy shit.
So I like this match. Now, the whole point of this new match style is the fact that the rules are going to be really regulated. So there's no holding people in the corner for more than 4 seconds. There's no being out for more than 10 seconds. Like, they're going to be right on top of the rules. Cool, that happens, I guess, but that's supposed to be every wrestling match. So we'll ignore that.
Yeah.
But the match itself was really good. I thought the interaction between all 6 participants was great. Job did his job and jobbed out to everyone.
Well, not really. He came in for like what, a split second
And jobbed out.
Yeah, and jobbed out.
Yeah, that's his job.
well, that's his job. Yeah.
Mandrews had some great spots. B.S. had some great spots. DJZ had some great. Trevor Lee had some great spots.
I think Mandrews was the outstanding performer in this match. Definitely.
And for the unknown quantity, Marshae Rocket. I want to see more from this.
Yeah,
dude.
no, definitely. He's a big dude that can move like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
So yeah, folks, more of that, please. Yes.
Any day.
Yeah.
Any day. So I'm looking forward to this. What's going to happen out of this going forward,
Yeah.
and what this new dude is going to bring to the X
Yeah,
Division.
is he part of like the Shane's Hill dynasty? or-
Yeah, what's going on there? But DJZ, Mandrews, and BS win. And it was a good match. I liked it.
I think Mandrews got the pin too at the end.
Yeah.
It was like a little
Mandrews got a push, which is good.
yeah, it was like
'cause
a
he
little
needs it.
wombo combo. Like DJZ got his finisher in. I think who else? Who else was
BS.
BS and
then Mandrews got that
yeah
huge
moonsault, was it?
No, it's a shooting
Shooting
star
pro- yeah,
press.
yeah,
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 just a
shooting star
huge
press, yeah.
shooting star press. All right, so the first of Lashley's suitors comes out. It's Moose. Moose likes walks along the beach, conversations at 9,
He
holding
likes
hands.
taking out his little moose for a walk.
Yeah. So no, Moose cut a really good. Like, of course he's not going to pick me because I will beat him senseless. He's scared of me. I liked Moose's little promo. I thought it worked well.
Same, I really did.
Yeah. Then there was a fact of life. That's right. It's Eli Drake. Dummy.
Yeah.
It was awesome with EC3.
Yeah. We finally got to see them talk again.
The great bit where like EC3 stands over him going, press the button again. I dare you. I'm going to hammer you. Press the button again. And usually, the heel cowardly Eli Drake backs off from that.
Yeah. He usually always like sort of backs off or he cheekily presses the button and runs away or something like that. Or does something of those shenanigans.
And you thought it was going down that line when he pushed it aside. And you're like, he's going to back down. Nope, he got right into EC3's face and cut a face promo. It was awesome.
It nearly felt like it was shoot, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he actually went out there. It was like, I deserve this title.
Yeah.
You say you freaking deserve this. You got everything given to you. I didn't. I had to work, scratch, claw, cheat my way to the top.
A couple of lines that I really liked were EC choke artist.
Yeah. Cheesy choke artist.
I liked where he was like, you came in and just had a rocket stuck up your ass and you were shot up the ladder.
Yeah.
I scratched and clawed and earned my way. I got sent in with 2 other jobbers.
And where are they now?
Yeah. Brilliant. A great promo. And by the end, he turned face.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you think, he turned face.
Yeah.
And I liked it. Next up, we had Maria berating Aliie backstage with Sienna and Laurel Van Ness. Man, Maria's a bitch.
Biggest bitch in TNA.
And Aliie is so over.
Yeah.
And
she hasn't done anything to be over. Like, that's what's ridiculous. Like, I actually want to see her in the ring and perform. Like,
and Fiona Knockout made this great point. It's Maria and Sienna and Laurel were playing the evil stepmother and the wicked stepsisters, and Aliie was being like all timid and
playing the Cinderella character. You would say.
It was great. I really liked it.
Yeah.
All right, so you had suitor number 2 after this. Eddie Edwards make his case. What did you think of suitor number 2?
Well, Eddie Edwards being the cutest one out of... No, I'm joking.
Definitely had an advantage. In the cute factor, Eddie Edwards was well above Moose and EC3.
Yeah.
I even think in the physique factor, he may have been a step ahead as well.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's not go talking about their personal appearance, and let's just talk about his promo. Look, Eddie Edwards, love you, dude. I actually reckon you're the better Wolves out of the pack.
Yeah.
But you can't cut a promo, man. Oh, well, maybe where you were placed near the crowd, and it was maybe a bit awkward or uncomfortable, but for some reason that promo was,
it was weak.
Yeah, it was weak. It wasn't up to par. And I've seen you actually cut with promos. Yeah. They're pretty good. It's just, I don't know.
But I really like the dude. I do. I think he's a great athlete, great competitor, but I agree. That promo was a little bit weak. Mm-hmm. But he did make his point. We got what he was trying to say. Yeah. He is a legit contender.
And as I said, where he was placed too, where he was like near the crowd, it was very close, so you couldn't actually hear what he was saying, and they were like yelling over the top of him. And
But I think this actually works into the ending as well. Like, Lashley making a point of he's the weakest competitor, and he had that weak that kind of worked all in with what happened. But we'll get to that. So Sienna with Aliie, who didn't want to be there clearly. Madison on commentary, but it's Sienna versus Gail Kim for the Knockouts title.
Yep.
Gail Kim is Gail Kim, just full stop. So it was a great showing between Gail and Sienna. There was the spots that, Aliie was clearly uncomfortable and didn't want to be there, didn't want to part of it.
She was like, Maria was telling her to slap,
after the match. Yeah. So Gail clearly retains her title because they're cheeky heels and they don't need to win.
Yep.
And Maria came out and jumped to Gail with Laurel, tried to get Aliie involved and she wouldn't jump in.
Yeah.
It was really good. I like this whole segment.
I reckon they missed the opportunity, dude.
What'd they miss?
They could have brought Brandi Rhodes into this and, show her, what she's about, instead of just being with Cody all the time.
Yeah, that's very, very true, actually. Maybe Brandi Rhodes will be the person that helps Aliie.
Yeah, and helps Gail Kim, because for some reason it looks like it's just Gail Kim taking on the whole...
And they need a third.
Yeah, so...
That would work. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Fantasy booking right here, folks.
I'm learning, sir. I'm learning.
So the third suitor for Lashley comes out. It's EC3.
EC3.
He makes his points of why he should be the guy to give Lashley
and
a
of
run.
Course he's like,
he's EC3.
He's EC3. He's a magician. He's the absolute god around behind that mic. So of course he's gonna pull out his point there, and he did. And he told Bobby Lashley why. And
even though he just lost to Lashley, by the end of that promo, he seemed legitimate again as a contender again.
Yeah, convinced you. I was like, dude, you just lost, but all right,
I'll see that again. Yeah,
I can see why you should deserve another title shot.
Right, so the match that everybody was here to see, and let's be honest, like the title match is the title match. It's great, but man, I am fascinated by Broken Matt Hardy.
The men that are stealing the limelight, the limelight. So freaking the Hardys.
It's amazing. So it was a Wolf Creek Steel Cage tag team match which basically meant anything is an option inside that cage.
Mm-hmm.
So it opened with Rebby playing the piano again for Brother Nero and Broken Matt.
She can play that piano, by the way.
Oh, she
Holy
can
shit.
smash that ivory, dude. Decay enter without Rosemary.
Yeah.
So Matt notices this and sends Rebby to go check on King Maxwell. Now, this is going to be kind of like the last match that they had. There's so many moving pieces, it's hard to go bit by bit and spot by spot. So I'm just going to throw random words out there. We'll play a bit of word association, all right?
Okay.
I'll say a word. You tell me what comes to mind when I say that word.
Okay, good.
All right. Chainsaw.
Jeff Hardy.
Garbage bins.
Abyss dying.
Rabbit head shaman staff. I've got one for that. That happened.
I don't know. Literally.
Dude, so many things happened in this match. And like, you say these things in the context of a wrestling match. You say chainsaw, rabbit head shaman staff, garbage bins, cage. And you're like, that's not going to work. That's just going to be dumb. And it was amazing.
Yeah. They didn't do the whole WWE thing where, you know, they brought out a chain, like when WWE brought out a chainsaw. I think it was, who was it again?
For Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose.
Terry Funk gave it to him.
Yeah, Terry Funk gave it to him, brought it out, tried to, you know, make it work, and it didn't work.
And he just shrugged his shoulders and dropped it.
Yeah, dropped his shoulders. Well, no, with this one, they actually pulled it out and tried to attack each other with it. It was awesome.
Yeah, Matt Hardy was going to chainsaw Crazy Steve. If he didn't hit him in the balls with a baton,
yeah,
he would have gotten chainsaw.
Yeah, we would have seen someone got decapitated on the last episode of TNA.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, take that, Vince.
Yeah. So the Hardys win with Broken Matt dropping off the cage while Crazy Steve was going through the door.
Well, before that, Jeff Hardy was trying to escape, and then Rosemary came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, did that miss spray thing.
And he dropped off the 20-foot cage. He just dropped off it.
Yeah, and like landed on all the like weapons that are on the floor and shit.
Yeah.
And that's when Rebby came out and came with the rabbit head shaman staff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that happened in a wrestling match.
Yep. Not lying.
Yeah. And yeah, it was great. I'm loving this whole Broken Matt Hardy thing.
Yeah.
I could literally watch an entire show of just Broken Matt Hardy telling us stories and then having an insane wrestling match.
I just want to see where I just want to know where Senor Benjamin is.
Yeah,
in this whole saga.
He's disappeared. Something's going on.
Yeah, something's definitely going on. Does Decay still have him?
You called it No, they got him back from
yeah.
But you called it weeks ago. He's behind it all. I think it's true. We'll see.
We'll see.
So Cody with Brandi Rhodes, and that's how he said it. It's not just us now.
He's the one that said it, so yeah.
Yeah. Came out to cut a promo about him wanting to face a Miracle and maybe he should go for the title instead. And then the Miracle came out. And, all right, so they'll have a match next week.
Yeah.
This all worked very well. It was quick. It wasn't overly over the top.
Yeah. It was it was actually very quick. It went for like 5 minutes, and especially being, you know, Cody Rhodes and Miracle.
That was good. I liked it. And it leads us to a match next week that I want to see. Cody Rhodes versus Miracle. It's somebody on his list.
Yeah,
He's gonna have
well, I was
a
about to
wrestling
say that. Yeah.
clinic in that match. All right, next up, and I know you're going to have stuff to say about this.
No.
It's Barron Dax versus Aaron Rex for the Grand Championship.
Boo.
The way this match works is it's 3 3-minute rounds. Pin, submission during any rounds will win it for you, or judge's decision at the end of 3 rounds. I'm just going to let you talk about this.
Alright. Okay. Why? Why the hell would you put Aaron Rex, who's one of the hottest talents, free agents, or whatever right now in freaking professional wrestling, against Barron Dax? Like, no disrespect to Barron Dax, alright, you know, whatever, you know, you're a decent wrestler, but dude, what was TNA thinking? Like, honestly, what the fuck were they thinking, man? Why would you put why would you make this title, right? You know, amp it up, have all these judges, say it's like changing wrestling and everything, and that's all cool, you know, whatever. I was actually backing it up till that moment. So, you're trying to amp this up, and then you have a guy like Aaron Rex versus a dude who's actually supposed to be in a tag team partnership going for the Grand Championship, who wasn't actually in the tournament to start off with, right? They could have that Justy Goddard. They could have given it to freaking Mahabali Shira. He was actually in the tournament, and he actually did well. They could have given it to so many other people, but no, they gave it to some guy named Barron Dax, who's supposed to be French, who's not, because I know he's freaking broken his accents many times on air, sorry. And yeah, it just ruined a great opportunity for this title. Like, I'm actually not backing it at all. It disappointed me.
All right, I kind of have to agree with you. Like, Barron Dax has jobbed the last couple of months. How is he a number one contender?
Oh wait, he won against Grado and Mahabali Shira with Al Snow's help. Yeah. Like, in a joke match, you know what I mean? Like
months ago.
Yeah, like months ago. Yeah.
Jobbing since then. Yeah. Like, how's he a number one contender for anything?
He jobbed out to his own tag team partner in a battle royal they did recently, and then nothing happened of that at all. Like, ridiculous.
And you know what else really put the icing on the cake that this was just pathetic? Was the fact that he tapped out 1 minute into the second round. And then Aaron Rex got on the microphone and was trying to almost apologize for it. He's like, no, I'm legit, rah, rah. Like, he had to work so hard to try and get himself back over because even he knew what he'd just done was fucking retarded.
Yeah. Wasn't behind it at all. Like, I was actually like, you're supposed to have fun when you watch wrestling. Like, we know it's, at the end of the day, we know it's, scripted and whatnot, blah, blah.
Oh, look, if Basil Baraka came out,
and did some sort of shenanigans
and got the other dude disqualified, because you can't do that in this type of match.
That would have been a great little.
And then we had a bit of story, and then you have Aaron Rex going, "What's going on? Yeah. Like, this is ridiculous." Rah rah. Like,
they could have done everything, but no, they just had, and just out of nowhere too. They're like, "Oh, now you're versing Aaron, like Baron, Barron Dax for the Grand Championship." After you just defeated Eddie Edwards for it. So, yeah, well done.
Yeah. Eddie Edwards is now a number one contender for the heavyweight title, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine because he deserves it.
Yeah.
And then his next opponent is Barron Dax.
Yeah.
Like, fucking kidding me? Seriously.
Like, that title just went to trash after that match, pretty much. Oh, how I feel anyway.
Yeah. I actually, watching this match, the mood in the room, because there was a couple of us watching, just went and crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just completely crashed. And it's like,
Guys, I've never actually, when we watch wrestling, I'm cemented onto my chair. Like, I don't move. Even when I have to piss, I'll usually piss in my pants. I don't.
But yeah.
Like, I was so tempted to, I asked the Stooge, I was like, dude, do you want to go for a smoke? Or do you want to, just skip this match? Because I had enough of it. Like, I was literally, huffing and puffing. Because I was like, when is it going to be over?
And then it just ended.
Yeah, and you know what was frustrating too? Barron Dax was all over it. All over Aaron Rex. Like, literally all over him. Like, Aaron Rex had 2 or 3 moves maybe hit onto.
Maybe in the first round. Maybe 2 or 3.
Not even in the first round. Like, luckily. And then, all of a sudden, Aaron Rex gets one big move, gets a submission, and he wins.
Yeah. And the judging is just broken. You need to fix the score system. You need to make it seem real.
With that judging system, anyone can make it. Freaking I can make it. Holy shit.
Because, dude, even if you...
I'll get 10s and 9s.
Yeah, you'll get 9s.
Even if I'm jobbing out.
Yeah.
Actually, Andrew Everett should have been there.
Dude, the first round, Aaron Rex got hammered into the ground and got 3 9s.
And got 3 9s, yeah.
Ridiculous. Fix the score system. It doesn't make sense. You're ruining this opportunity.
It's ruined already.
Yeah, they've got a chance. It's still new. You've got a chance to fix it, but you got to turn this shit around fast.
Yeah.
So hopefully next week they fix this, or when Impact rebrands to whatever, just drop this title, forget it, make an Intercontinental title.
Maybe they did this because it was their last show technically, if you know what I mean.
There's still going to be a few more episodes of Impact, but when they do because it'll take a few months for the company to rebrand and stuff. But when they do, just drop this title. Yeah. If you're not going to do it seriously, drop it. Turn it into a US championship, an Intercontinental title, a European title, something else.
Look, you had something good going on. I was backing it the whole way through. We were actually
we love the tournament.
Yeah, we love the tournament. We love the whole idea of it. But
and look, we get the people get injured. Drew Galloway got injured. Obviously, there was a story.
Fine. That's absolutely fine. But there was better opportunity to put better wrestlers there.
And highlight people.
Yeah, and highlight different people. Look, again, nothing against Barron Dax. It's just, sorry, dude, you didn't really deserve.
Trevor Lee deserved that opportunity more than Barron Dax. I would have loved to see Trevor Lee.
Yeah, I
in
would
the
have loved
match.
to see Trevor Lee.
Yeah.
Jesse got his. Or
his.
even Mahabali Shira.
Mahabali Shira.
Yeah.
Dude, Grado was more believable.
Yeah, great.
I'm not kidding you. Grado was more believable in that position.
We've actually seen him wrestle.
No, because the crowd could get behind him.
Yeah, true.
All right, anyway.
Anyway.
After that disaster, Lashley comes to the ring to choose his opponent, and I kind of got back into it straight away.
Yeah.
Lashley did this well. He played it with a smile on his face, joking, having a great time. And they're all standing there. They give their last little things. And he's like, of course I'm taking Eddie Edwards. He's the easiest one. I'm just going to walk through him. Then I'm going to go away for a couple of weeks because I've got to go an MMA match. And that's that. Like, come on down. We're going to have this.
It's practically saying like, oh, this is the easy match for me. Like,
No, he says that's going to be the easiest match.
Yeah.
I'll take Eddie Edwards. Like,
yeah.
So I thought that was, we kind of went, oh, really? I thought he was going to go Moose. Like,
I wanted him. Well, I actually wanted a fatal 4-way, admittedly.
yeah.
But
If he went, I'll take all three. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I thought he was going to go
But
Moose.
see, with Lashley's character, he's playing like the strong, cowardly heel.
Yeah,
you know what I
somehow,
mean?
yeah.
Like somehow I thought he's like,
And it
yeah,
works
he's still
somehow.
strong. You're still intimidating, but you're a coward in a way,
Yeah.
in some way. But it's weird. It's like you're the jock of high school.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's good. I like it.
Yeah.
So they have a match. We'll get to 2 wins in a second, but the match itself, I really loved this match.
Yeah.
Like, again, I've said this in the past, when you have a much bigger opponent to a much smaller opponent, it could either be a squash match.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work because their styles just don't blend properly,
Yeah.
or the big dude's too slow and the small guy's too quick, or like these matches just don't always work.
Yeah.
This worked so well.
So well. Dude, Bobby Lashley, Eddie Edwards, they actually performed one of the greatest wrestling matches I've actually seen in TNA for a title match anyway. They both worked so hard for that match. Like, honestly, especially Eddie Edwards, dude. The spots he was pulling off, like, holy shit.
Dude, going in, and the reason that I think this is the reason why you're saying this, and correct me if I'm wrong, like, going in, it was almost not believable that Eddie Edwards would win that title. We're just like, oh, so Lashley's going to go away for a few weeks with the title.
Yeah.
About, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes into the match, he was a contender.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
And you're on the edge of your seat. You're like, hell, this could go either way now. Like, Lashley did not just dominate.
It was one of those moments that we had when we were watching Bound for Glory, when we were watching the
Bound for Gold.
Bound for Gold when
Eli
Drake
won,
won.
yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where we're like, whoa, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Who's winning? Wait, Bobby Lashley's definitely going to win. It's like, oh, no shit, he didn't.
And the whole way through, you're maintaining he's going to win.
Yeah.
Until Eddie Edwards got the pin.
Yeah. Finally did it.
And it was great. Like, I really like this.
He got that pop moment.
Yeah. The crowd went wild. He did the, face crying with the title moment.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I love the
like
whole
it.
face cry and jump into the crowd and
Yeah.
celebrate. That's cute.
Yeah, it's great. But overall, like we were saying recently that Eddie Edwards was in a position of enhancement worker. We actually said this
Yeah.
on the last episode.
We did.
That he's been put in a position of enhancement worker and that he deserves a push and that he deserves to be front and center and he deserves a title.
Yeah. Well, he's been in run-ins with Bobby Lashley. He's been in run-ins with, DJ Z.
Yeah.
He's been in run-ins with all these people to enhance them.
But dude, that was our exact words.
Yeah.
He's been put in a position of enhancement, deserves to be front and center, and he deserves a title. What a difference a week makes.
Looks like someone's listening on the TNA board.
Yeah, it sounds like
And it ain't Dixie.
Yeah, because she don't work there no more. Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I really like this episode of Impact. I can't wait to see where they go next week. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the future rebrand.
Yeah.
I'm just excited. I'm excited about the product again in a way that, I don't know, Bound for Glory just kind of re-energized me. I'm back 100%. I always have been right behind TNA and love the product, but I'm really loving the direction they're taking it.
Yeah, they're going back to basics. Like we've said, I know we're repeating ourselves now, but yeah, they're going back to basics. It's simple booking, great storylines, and yeah, I just want to see what happens in the future, sir.
Yeah, awesome. Well, everyone that listens to this. Thank
Before we go,
every time, every show.
Before we
Every
go,
show.
I just want to say Gail Kim's one of the greatest wrestlers.
Al, seriously, it was about Gail. Al, come on.
And that's it.
Thanks again for listening. We'll be back next week. That's right. You heard it correct. We'll be back with another Impact recap next week. Thanks so much again. I'm your host, the Stooge. Joining me as always is Gbanks.
Peace, y'all.